Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and yesterday we took a look at what I feel will be the best of the best cards from Festival Legends launching on April 11th, and well, today, what are they doing? What are these cards? They're terrible. And then you can clip this later, and when they're broken, you can roast me for being an idiot, which we always are. So we're gonna go over that, as well as we still have our giveaway going on for 3 rewards tracks, unless we've hit another sub milestone. It's almost like I'm recording this days ahead of time because I have access to a theory crafting client, and why I've been wearing the same sweatshirt for so damn long, but let's not go with that. We're giving away 3. I don't know. I'll put a note if it's something different. Rewards tracks out of my pocket. All you have to do is like and comment in the video in the description below. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs until Tuesday. So just in a few days on April 11th, I will add another rewards track. So hit that sub button, make me go broke. So starting off with Deathlight, and remember, some of these cards might not even be that bad. They don't make a lot of bad cards unless they're Warrior. Ha! That's the meme. But a lot of these cards might not be that bad, but honestly, Mosh Pit feels really bad. If there's 2 mana location, you need to spend 3 corpses, which is not the easiest task in the world to acquire, solely to give a minion reborn. Even giving like Cage Head is really slow, and I feel like this location just doesn't have a big impact, and it's gonna take a long time to get going. I'm really not sold on this card at all. Demon Hunter got a lot of really good stuff, but Instrument Smasher, not so much. 4 mana 3/6. Whenever your weapon is destroyed, equip a random Demon Hunter weapon. You can high roll and get like the 7 mana weapon, but overall, it's just clunky, awkward, not worth running, and will be just even a mediocre arena pick, but at least it does have premium stats. But yeah, probably one of those epics you're not going to look forward to opening. For Druid, I'm going to go with Rhythm and Roots. This card is really slow. 4 mana legendary spell, choose one secretly, summon 3 5/5 ancients in 2 turns, or 8/8 giants in 4 turns. And typically you're going to want to go with the 5/5s and get it in a couple of turns. They don't have rush, they don't have taunt. You can combo it, with the drum circle, which is pretty good, but this card is so reliant on you playing this on curve and then hoping your opponent is, not ahead enough that you're getting destroyed. And Druid is a class right now that is really struggling to catch up. They don't have scales anymore. They don't have even spammy arc in it. Like, they have lost so many good cards, and I just feel like this type of card is way too slow, especially when you have the weapon that basically does the same thing and at least lets you attack, run 2 of them, tutor it. There's a lot more upside, I feel like, to this than there is to Rhythm and Roots. For Hunter, I have to say it? Big Dreams, 5 mana. You take a look at the deck recipe that's in the game right now, even their Big Hunter list only runs 1 copy of the new card that is built around cheating out big beasts because it's so slow. 5 mana, your minion is dormant for 2 turns, and then what? This gets rush? You don't have to give them the bananas? Banjosaur, which is nuts to cheat out and is actually probably going to see play. I think the card is insane with the 7 mana spell that was recently released, but Big Dreams, you're gonna have to have the biggest dreams in the world to think that this card is gonna see relevant play without something else kind of making it pop off. It just seems really bad. For Mage, it's easy for me. Synthesize 1 mana, add a random 1, 2, and 3 cost elemental to your hand. Mage does not struggle at all to generate value. There's nothing really going on with elementals right now, and then yeah, you're just getting crap. You're just gonna get garbage. You're gonna get elementals you don't need to play when you can infinitely generate spells, or get more spells with rewind, get more spells with your volume up. There's so many things to get value with, and then you got these pointless little minions that are just not gonna do it for you. I would be shocked if this sees play, and heck, even in arena, I don't even think it's going to be a great pick. For Paladin, I'm not sold on big Paladin whatsoever, and the weakest of those cards is Lead Dancer. 6 mana 4/2, Death Rattle, summon a minion from your deck with less attack than this minion. It has no taunt. It's not easy to kill off. It's a 6 mana do nothing. Possessed Lackey and Warlock, where they have all these ways of destroying their own minions and cubing it in Wild and all that. Never saw play once it went to 6. Big Paladin's gonna work. It's not because of this card, and I feel like it's just suicide to play a card like this where you really have to specifically, well, I gotta play just a Noyo Troop and hope I rip it. Like, it's just, to me, by far the worst Paladin card. For Priest, I'm gonna go with Shadow Chord Distort. I always think it's Shadow Word, no matter what. 3 mana Shadow Spell, destroy a minion, give it a minion -5/-5, it has 0 attack, destroy it. They have so many good removals, Light It, Burns, and AoEs, and all this incredible stuff that they don't need to bother themselves with a 3 mana, probably kill a minion. Like, it's just not worth it. It's too expensive. It doesn't really fit into anything. Shadow Priest is more aggressive. I just see it as a fall in the Discover option if you're playing that card. For Rogue, do they make bad Rogue cards? They're all broken. Actually, there's quite a few that I could mention, but I'll go with Mixtape, 1 mana spell, discover a copy of a card your opponent play this game. In Wild, it's pretty funny where you can basically always get a quest. If your opponent's playing a quest or a quest line, you can basically always get it. That's kind of cool. But overall, Rogue doesn't struggle to generate cards, draw cards, and you can't reliably, expect on what you're going to get from it. And I don't think it goes into any competitive Rogue strategy. But Burgle Rogue players will love this card. It's a fun card. I'm glad they're making it. But in terms of power level, it's probably on the lowest. I will mention, though, that probably Mic Drop, draw 2 cards, Finale, give your weapon +2 attack. Rogue can draw 4 cards for 0 mana with a little bit of setup, of course. And yeah, I don't think they're going to play Arcane Intellect with a bit of a weapon buff in Finale. And by the way, that Finale keyword, really not that easy to pull off. It's quite awkward. Drawing last, you never love to do it in most situations. Salmon, I just what are you doing with this card? It's a 1 mana 1/2, Saxophone Soloist. If you control no other minions, you add it to your hand. It's just a 1/2. And you play it again and it's a 1/2. Like, are you really doing Melomania with it? Like, I don't get the point of the card right now. Maybe I'm missing something, but no one's really theorized anything that, it just seems like a worse Firefly most of the time. I guess it could go infinite if you're always behind on board and you're playing 1/2s that don't do anything. I just don't get the card at all. Warlock really didn't get that many bad cards, but I gotta go with Demonic Dynamics. 3 mana Fell Spell, discover 2 demons, Finale, give them +1/+2. Finale, not super relevant, but yeah, you get some demons. Maybe you're playing Void Color in your deck and you want something to rip out and you try and get lucky with it, but Warlock, again, they got a lot of card draw, they got a lot of value, and they got a lot of good stuff coming up. Wow Hobbs play this against me, which I would expect Wow Hobbs to do because he loves this type of stuff. Unfortunately, he also blew up, and I expect that to happen to lots of people that try and play Demonic Dynamics in their deck. Warrior, oh god, where do we start with Warrior? I'm gonna just say the riffs. I know they're not that bad, but they're pretty bad. 2 mana Claw sucks. It's terrible. And you need to Finale these cards to get that payoff to work off. And at least when I played it in Theory Crafting, when I faced it and just theorizing about the cards, the payoff isn't even great. Yes, I can repeat Bridge Riff and get a 3/4 and a 4/3. That's not even that good, and it's not that easy to Finale. You have to end your turn on these cards, and believe it or not, it can be really awkward and clunky to get that to work out where you have an optimal play lined up to win the game. I don't think Warrior is a lost cause this expansion. Menagerie Warrior looks promising and Rage Warrior looks promising, but these cards, to me, look like an absolute whiff. I'm just saying all of the riffs. I just don't care. And neutrals, there's always a bunch of bad neutrals. I don't really know what to say. So let's just kind of pick one. Let's just kind of pick one that seems kind of useless. And Cowbell Soloist, if you control no other minions, deal 2 damage. Why? Is that worth it? To fall behind a board just to deal 2 damage? Cthulhu cards used to do that with no condition other than actually didn't even have to run Cthulhu. They would deal 2 damage. Sure, you had less stats, but are you really salivating over the fact you got a 3 mana 4/2? So yeah, Cowbell Soloist, it stinks. And we're getting it for free as a signature card. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you agree with, disagree with. Expansion's coming up close, so stay tuned for more news and updates and all that good stuff. Enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.